What is up, awesome people of the internet? After losing Angel Reese to the WNBA Draft and losing 4 players in Angelica Velez, Janae Kent, Kateri Poole, and Haley Van Lith to the transfer portal, Kim Mulkey and the LSU Tigers are on the hunt for new players. And yesterday, they officially announced their newest wave of guards to join their team in Cheyenne Day-Wilson, Kailyn Gilbert, and Mjracle Sheppard. Now, for sure, Kailyn is the star of this new crop of players because as a sophomore, she was very, very good for Arizona last season. She averaged 15.1 points a game on 41.9% shooting, 5.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per game. Now, a thing to know about Kailyn is that she was actually dismissed from Arizona earlier this season, with head coach Adia Barnes saying in February.
On what the status of Kailyn Gilbert will be. I know she's, you said over the weekend she was in concussion protocol. Do you anticipate you might have her this weekend?
No, Kailyn Gilbert won't be with the team for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So she's no longer with the team the rest of the year. So we're rolling with our 8 that we're at Cal.
Now, if you don't know Kailyn, she actually entered the transfer portal as a freshman, but ended up taking it back and playing this past season with the Wildcats. While on offense, she thrived. Defense was a whole nother story, with Arizona Desert Swarm, a SB Nation affiliate, saying also in February, Gilbert often fell into old habits of not sharing the ball. Barnes stated on multiple occasions that she understood that it was how Gilbert had played most of her life, simply because she had to on previous teams, but said that it would not work at this level. Gilbert made it clear in conversations with the media that she still did not like playing defense, which is a requirement to play for Barnes. Several weeks ago, Barnes said that players would play both offense and defense, or they would rot on the bench. Since Gilbert began sitting out or playing limited minutes, the team has mostly flourished on the court. And at that time, the Wildcats were 6-3. So again, that was from the SB Nation affiliate on their synopsis of what was going on with Kailyn Gilbert and Arizona. So take that as you will. So yeah, we will see how Kailyn does at LSU, because even if she doesn't like defense, her offensive game really does speak for itself. But while LSU got a huge score on their hands, they also got a big-time defender to kind of help make up some of the deficiencies that they will likely encounter on defense. Because they were able to pick up freshman point guard Mjracle Sheppard. This past season for Mississippi State, Mjracle Sheppard averaged 5 points a game, 2.1 assists, and 1.4 steals a game, averaging only 17.6 minutes a game and only starting 1 game this season. Also, LSU brings in Cheyenne Day-Wilson, who brings an overall game at the point guard position. She can be a facilitator, she can score on offense, and even though she is short at 5'6", she can get separation, which leads to quality baskets. This past season for Miami, Cheyenne averaged 11.9 points a game, shooting 41.4% from the field, and she also averaged 3.5 assists. Now, Cheyenne originally started her career off at Duke and transferred to Miami because she wanted to play with some Canadians that they had on their team. But Miami wasn't good last season, and so she wanted to transfer to be on a better team that can make some more noise, especially in the postseason. So we will see what Cheyenne Day-Wilson is going to be able to do at LSU. So those were the 3 very recent players that LSU added. They also have Jersey Wolfenbarger on that list as well. Jersey was on Arkansas for 2 seasons. And a week before this previous season started, the 2023-2024 season, Jersey let head coach Mike Neighbors know that she wanted to transfer from Arkansas. And here's what Mike Neighbors had to say right after he found out about it at Arkansas's Media Day.
To clear all that up, last Friday, Jersey came in and after a really brief conversation, mentioned the word transfer portal. And whenever that happens, we are trained as coaches to send them immediately to compliance. So that's what I did. I think a lot of the confusion is because of the lack of understanding of the rule. We have one of the best compliance offices in the country, and we follow it daily, but the portal thing is new and it changes. So I think some of the confusion came when Jersey had put out a release, or people started getting that she had entered the transfer portal. There is no transfer portal window right now to enter. The transfer portal doesn't open until March. You can put your name in there and make it available, but if you choose to use the time right now between now and March, you can go to another school, you can go to another campus, but that would mean you would not be eligible. And I'm just talking in general, anybody going in, not Jersey, any person in there in transfer portal prior would forfeit half a year of eligibility, because you wouldn't be eligible till Christmas. And we've, I think once that information we all got through, it's hard to keep up with. It's not anybody's fault. It's just a hard rule to know. And I think once all the options were laid out there, obviously it's best for her to wait. You know, this is my failure. When I recruited Jersey, we did it on a 10-year plan. I think that's what made us different than everybody else that was recruiting her. We had a 10-year plan. She wanted to be a WNBA player. I knew through experience of having a few WNBA players that it's one of the hardest jobs in America to have. There's only 144 jobs on a good year. Some years that number is 133 because not everybody carries 12 people on their roster. So we set out with a plan to help her get to that point. It was my plan. I was trying to execute it the best I could. We were 2 years into it. I was trying to help her get to where when she got to the WNBA, she'd be able to do the things that she wanted to do. And quite frankly, I just failed in that. It's not a reflection on my staff. It's not a reflection on our development system. It's just a case where not all of them work. It didn't work out. So it's on me, definitely not on our staff, not on the systems. You can't blame the system because we've had a lot of success in other areas and other people. It's just we're not going to get them all right. So we had a very amicable talk. It's hard on me because y'all know I'm a relationship person. I get very close to our players, and it hurts anytime you don't get the opportunity to see a player reach their end of their journey. But she will be great. Whatever she decides to do, we are in full support of it.
So Jersey's career stats at Arkansas was 5.6 points a game, 3.8 rebounds on 39.4% shooting. So yeah, not that huge of a workload in terms of what she was able to do at Arkansas. However, she did take the whole season off from playing on a team. So she likely was in the gym, worked out on a whole bunch of stuff. So I am interested to see how Jersey plays next season for LSU. Also, LSU have one incoming freshman coming in Jada Richards, another 5'6" point guard who was Louisiana's high school player of the year. So yeah. So all in all, as of April the 24th at 9 p.m., there are 5 new players that will be added to LSU's roster for next season. 4 guards and 1 forward. LSU still does have room to add another player, so we will see who will be joining the Tigers soon. All right, guys, that is your update on the players that are joining LSU. Let me know what you all think about them in the comments. As always, I really do thank you all so much for watching. Huge shout out to the folks on Patreon who are supporting this channel. If you want to do so, you can do so at patreon.com/QuitaLoveSports. Before you go, make sure to hit that like button. And until next time, guys, bye.